Laconia Library for family craft time. We have a really fun craft today. I'm very excited about this one because it just makes me think of warm weather and the ocean and being at the beach. Today's craft is ocean sun catchers, similar to this, although we have a couple of different patterns we can use. So I'm going to show you how to make this craft using markers, a coffee filter, and just a little cutout. So we do have kits here at the library that you could pick up. We do have a few left. We've given out several for this one. This has been a popular craft. So if you want to come and pick one up at the library, you're going to get a kit in a bag like this. And then I'm going to show you what's inside the kit, and if you don't pick up a kit, what you'll need at home to make this craft. So here's what was included inside the kit. We have coffee filters, just plain old coffee filters that you would put in a coffee maker. We have markers. I chose some ocean kind of colors, so blues and greens and some light purple, just fun colors that you might see at the ocean. I also have a little instruction sheet in our kits that tells you how to make this craft. If you don't pick up a kit, we do have the instructions online on our website, and we also will have them on YouTube when this video is posted on YouTube. I also gave you a little template. I don't know if you can see, but there are a couple of different sea creatures there and a palm tree over here. So those were just so that you could use if you didn't want to draw your own. You are more than welcome to draw your own if you would like. And then, so that was what was in the kit. The other things that you will need for this craft are some glue. A glue stick works really well for this one. Paper towels, really important. I make a mess all the time, but these are important for putting under your coffee filter when you're coloring with the marker and then getting water on it. Scissors. We need scissors for cutting out our ocean creatures. And then the last thing you need is water. So I have a cup of water here, and I also have a spray bottle of water. You can use either one. If you don't have a spray bottle at home, a little cup of water works just as well, but the spray bottle kind of makes things a little bit more even. So I'll show you how to use both. So if you don't have a spray bottle, you'll know how to get water on your coffee filter either way. So let's get started with this project. So the first thing I'm going to do is lay out my paper towels, because when you color on coffee filters, it kind of goes right through to whatever's beneath them. So I just did like 2 layers of paper towels, and I think I'm actually going to color on 2 coffee filters and do 2 little designs. So these are really fun if you hang them in the window. They just look awesome. So let's color the first one. I am going to move my camera down so you can see what I'm doing. But I am just grabbing one of my coffee filters. It might be kind of hard to see the coffee filter on the camera, but hopefully you can kind of see it. So then I have my markers here. I am going to start by, let's start by doing a fun kind of border around the edge. So I'm going to color all around the edge with this kind of dark teal or turquoise. This is turquoise actually, Coriola said so. And I'm just going to color a border all the way around. It doesn't have to be perfect, because when you spray it with water, it's just going to kind of all melt together anyway. And I'm definitely going to get this marker on my skin, and that's okay, because I can always wash it off. Alright, that one's a little bit uneven. Are they all uneven? No, this one's not uneven. Alright, we're going to do one that's perfectly round, because I'm a perfectionist that way. I just am. So we're going to start all over again. Not a problem. Very easy to do. It doesn't take very long at all. So we're going to start with the turquoise. And then really you're just going to color this whole coffee filter in with different colors. You can use whatever colors you want. You don't have to use ocean colors. You can use any colors. We did a coffee filter art project at Thanksgiving time. We made turkeys, so we used browns and purples and oranges and yellows. So you can use whatever colors you want on these, and it always comes out looking really cool. So I'm just using some blue now on a different area of my coffee filter. I'm gonna use some green here because I love blues and greens together. I just think it's such a pretty color combination. I'm gonna do some more green. So you can see I'm just coloring all over. And then we're gonna do, I think we'll do the turquoise again. And we're gonna put that kind of in between these open spaces I have here. All right. You can use, I think you can use any kind of markers for this. I like the Crayola washable ones. I don't know if they need to be washable, but these seem to work really well for this project. So then I'm just gonna color in a little bit more, kind of color the blues in, because I know I'm gonna want lots of blues because this is my ocean themed craft. And then we're gonna do some more green. There's lots of green in the ocean too. Let's see, do some green here. We'll do some green here, and then we'll do a little bit of purple, because we haven't done any purple yet. It's kind of a dark purple. There we go. You can color this in all kinds of different patterns. I'll color one more and we'll do a different pattern. How does that sound? Just kind of change things up a little bit. So we'll do turquoise in the middle there. All right, so that's the first one done. You can see lots of blues and greens. Kind of looks like the earth a little bit. And then let's do one more. Let's do this one in a slightly different pattern so you can see the difference. We'll do blue around the edge on this one. I like doing an edge because it kind of makes a little bit of a border on your sun catcher, and I just think that's fun. I will also say that once this sits in the sun for a little while, this has actually been sitting in my office window for a little while, and it kind of looks like tie-dye, doesn't it? Once it's been sitting in the window for a little bit, it does kind of fade out, but I really like that tie-dye look, and I think it still looks really cool. So even when it fades out, it's still a really fun project, and it gives you an excuse to make more, right? If it's all faded, you can just make some more. All right, let's do some more turquoise. We're just gonna do a line all the way down the middle this time. All the way down the middle with the turquoise, and then we'll do a line here. And you can see the difference when we put water on it, how the different colors end up looking. So we'll do a line of green here, a line of green here, and then we'll do some blue down here. I love that this changes depending on what colors you use and how much of the different colors you use. It just, no matter what, it ends up looking really cool, but you can do 3 or 4 different ones and they will all look completely different. I think I put 2 of these coffee filters in each kit, so you can do at least 2. And like I said, if you would like to come pick up a kit here at the library, you still can. We have them at the front desk right now, but I will probably be moving them to the children's room in the next day or so, just so that more people can come find them. I think we have probably 5 or 6 kits left. All right, we are almost done with this one. I'm just using some blue here, and then we'll use a little more green just to kind of get more of a tropical feel. This color green always makes me think of like just warm weather and green trees and just the tropics. All right, here's the rest of our green. We'll add, oh, we still need one more color. Let's do a little bit more turquoise. All right, so that's all of our color on that one. And you can see, I did them a couple of different ways. So this one has, you know, kind of like blocks of color, and this one has more lines all the way through. So we are going to put some water in on these in a couple of different ways. I'm going to get rid of this paper towel, and we're going to get a fresh one. And I'm going to use 1 paper towel for each of my coffee filters because it's going to kind of bleed through and it's going to be wet. So I'm going to do the first one, and we're going to do the first one with the spray bottle. So I'm going to show you, I just have just a plain spray bottle. I think I got it, I don't know, at Walmart or something like that. And I have it on the spray function. Do I have it on the spray function? Yes, okay. Just had to spray over here first. So I have it on the, like, kind of the wide spray. So I'm just gonna kind of gently spray my coffee filter. And I'm gonna cover the whole thing. And that's it. That was so simple, right? We're just gonna let it kind of melt, kind of let the water go all over the entire coffee filter. So we're gonna put that one off to the side. That was very easy. That took all of 2 seconds. And then that was the one with kind of like, that looks like a wheel. And then we're gonna take this one, which is the one that had kind of the blocks of color. And we're gonna grab this little cup of water. So this is if you don't have a spray bottle, you can just grab a cup of water and you're just gonna dip your fingers in and then kind of dribble it all over your coffee filter. So we're just gonna do this. And I just like to do it until the whole thing is kind of wet. If you have a spray bottle like you saw before, it's so much easier to just spray water on it, but this is fun too. Get your fingers a little wet and you have kind of more control over where the water goes. On the other one, the water is very even and just kind of goes everywhere, but if you want an area to not have water on it, then using your fingers in a cup of water works just as well. So I kind of do want water everywhere, but if you can see, like where I've dripped the water, sometimes there are little splotches. I don't know if you can see that super well on the camera, but it looks pretty neat. When you go to do it yourself, you'll see. All right, so I think that's enough water for that one. Oh, I think that's gonna look super fun. So you can see, hopefully, that this one is just kind of like a mishmash of color. And this one, you can actually still see the lines. So these are still drying. They're gonna take a little while to dry because they're very wet with all the water I just put on them. So I'm gonna put them off to the side and then we're gonna move on to our next step. So let's see, now that everything is wet here, I'm gonna use another paper towel to kind of dry things up a bit. And then I'm gonna put this off to the side to dry. And then we're going to move on to cutting out our little silhouettes because these sun catchers would be really fun without anything on them. I still think they're beautiful no matter what, but I love having these little designs to cut out and put on our sun catcher to make it even prettier and even more fun. I have a nice window here at work that I am going to hang this in, and it'll just remind me of getting to do a fun art project and also warm weather and sunshine, which I always love. So I am choosing to cut out the palm tree. I think I'm gonna make 2 of these to show you guys. And if you did not pick up one of our kits or you just kind of feel like making your own silhouette, it's very easy. You can just draw a picture on black construction paper and then cut it out. And so you don't want to put, if it's an animal, you don't want to put eyes on it or anything like that because it's just a silhouette, which means it's just just a cutout, like a shadow of whatever you've drawn. So it doesn't need to have eyes, although it can have eyes. If you want to make a fish or something like that, it can have eyes, it can have whatever you want. And it doesn't have to be black either. It can be whatever color you want. The black just shows up really nicely against the background of the super bright colors on the coffee filter. So I probably should have chosen something that didn't take quite so long to cut out. That's all right. You don't mind listening to me just chat, right? All right. So once I do this one, I do have a couple of other designs here. And since we've already done a shark, I think I'm going to cut out the starfish. But if you did pick up one of our kits, I also put in different animals for everybody just to kind of have a little bit of variety if maybe a couple of different family members were using kits together. So I think I put sharks in there, I put a dolphin in there, what else? Oh, a fish, like a goldfish. That might be it. The starfish, the goldfish, the shark. The sharks are really fun. I really like the sharks. All right, so there's my palm tree. So that's gonna get glued onto one of my coffee filters. And then I'm gonna cut out a much easier one here. I'm gonna do the starfish. Have you ever gone to the beach and found a starfish? They're so cool. We always leave them there though, especially if they're still alive. If they're dried up, they're not alive anymore, and it's okay to take them. But if they are still alive, if they are wet and kind of mushy and moving, then they're still alive and they definitely need to stay in the ocean. Right. When I was a kid, we went to the ocean a lot and I found lots of starfish. They're really fun to find in tide pools too. Alright, so this is our last one that we're going to cut out today. So here's our starfish. Super fun. I'm not sure where the top is, but I'll figure it out when I go to glue it on my coffee filter. Alright, so we have those all set. I think while we wait for a few more minutes for our coffee filters to dry, I am going to read a quick story and then we will get to gluing our silhouettes on our coffee filters. Alright, so today we are going to read Swashby and the Sea. This one is by Beth Ferry, and the publisher of this one, and we always thank our publishers for letting us read their stories online. The publisher of this one is Houghton Mifflin Harcourt. Swashby and the Sea. Here's Swashby and his boat. The end. Thank you for sharing that book with me. We are going to finish up our craft now because even though my coffee filters are not completely dry yet, I did make some ahead of time so I can show you how to finish the craft. I will show you what mine look like so far though. So the ones that we made a little while ago, a few minutes ago, this is the one that had all the lines in it. And see, it's still very floppy, which means it's not dry yet. So that's that one. And then this is my other one. Kind of fun. This one looks more to me like tie-dye or something like that. So really fun, but they're not quite dry. So I'm gonna pull out a couple that I made last week so they'd be nice and dry for today's program, and I'll show you what we're gonna do with the silhouettes that we cut out. So here are our two little coffee filters and our two silhouettes. So I have my palm tree here and I have my starfish here. I'm gonna grab the glue stick. And this part is very, very simple. We're just gonna put some glue on the back of our little cutouts that we made. And I put glue on the whole thing so it sticks down really well. I'm gonna put it all the way out to the end of the trees. Make sure we get all the parts. All right, and then let's see, how do we want this to look? We're gonna put it right in the middle there, just glue it right down. And then we'll do the same thing with our other coffee filter here. And I did this one kind of the same as the other one. I did with sort of lines going down, and I did this one the same way as the kind of square one, the one with the little blocks instead. So this one, we have to figure out where the top of the starfish is. I don't think it really matters. We're gonna go with that. All right, so then we're gonna glue the back of this. Super fun, super easy craft. I love making this one, and I could just make a bunch of these. It just makes me happy. They're so cute. All right, let's do that. And then we're gonna glue that one down. And that's it. So, let me pick this up so you can see the finished product. There's our first one with a nice little starfish, just like in our story we just read with the starfish exclamation point. And then there is our palm tree. I love palm trees. And it's on some blue. It almost looks like it's kind of like on an ocean in the middle. So you could also, I wonder if I could do this. I am gonna see if I have a black marker. I usually have a little bit of everything in my little craft bucket here. And I am just gonna draw, let's see, I'm gonna draw a little island right beneath my palm tree. There we go. That's kind of fun. I don't know if you can see that very well on the camera, but I like it. All right. That's it. That's our craft for today. Isn't that a cool one? You could do so much with this and make so many different kinds of silhouettes and different designs. Just have a lot of fun with it. So if you would like a kit, you can still come and pick one up here at the library, probably for a couple more days. We probably don't have too many left, but you can check in the children's room and see if there are any down there. So today is Tuesday. We have 2 more programs this week. We have story time on Wednesday at 10 a.m. with Gail, and then we have, that's tomorrow. Wow, this week is going by quickly. And then Thursday we have story time at 10 o'clock, and that's with me. And we'll be doing some ocean stories because we made an ocean themed craft this week, so I thought it would be fun to do some ocean stories. So we'll do that on Thursday at 10. And then next Tuesday, Gail will be doing a really fun food craft made with Swiss cake rolls. So she's going to be making a dog out of Swiss rolls, which are chocolate and cream, and they look delicious, and they also look like they're really fun to make. So she will be doing that Tuesday at 3 o'clock. And on Friday, she's going to have some kits ready that you can pick up with all the pieces that you'll need to make this fun food craft. Don't forget also to keep an eye out for summer reading stuff. That is going to be coming out really, really soon. Our summer reading program will start on July 6th, and we also will have some stuff leading up to that, and we have a big program on June 30th where we will be having wildlife encounters, bring some real animals that you can check out. So lots of fun things coming up soon, and we hope to see you at all of them. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.